Bell's palsy is something that I had never heard of until just a few months ago. And now I feel like I know so much about it, or I know most of what is on the internet about it. There's not really a lot of research. But Bell's palsy is something that, like, it was devastating when I first got it. And it really caused me a lot of pain and suffering, especially initially, because there was nerve pain and just the uncertainty of, will I be able to work and things like that. But there's so much good things. There's so many good things that have happened as a result, and so many lessons that I've learned. And I thought, I've said this many times, but I've never really went into what are the lessons that I've learned through having Bell's palsy. And so I thought I would share a couple of those because I think it's very valuable to me anyway. One of the things that I learned was to detach my identity from what my face looks like, which was very difficult for me because I was, and I wasn't even aware of how attached I was to my face, until I lost it. And then I realized very quickly that, wow, I felt like I was repulsive, and I was very humiliated by going in public and having my face look so disfigured. And to me, I thought that I was worth less in some way by having my face look like that. But I was able to use that to realize that, I am separate from that. I'm actually way bigger than that. That's only a part of who I am. It's not, I mean, it's just an expression of me and not the actual me underneath. And I also realized that other people don't see it quite the same. They don't put as much emphasis on it. They're not really as concerned, as I am about it. And so, I don't know. I think that it taught me a lot about who I am, and it also gave me a little bit more, over time, confidence in myself, and which is one reason that I started doing these videos, because I realized that I had something that I felt was important to say, and that I could offer value to the world, and in my own little small way, So I think that it helped me to expand my concept of self and to stop putting myself in a box due to my ego. And so that was one way that Bell's palsy was helpful to me. Another way that it was helpful to me, and this is probably even more important, is that it taught me to settle down a little bit, to take care of myself. Because for so long, I overextended myself, and I didn't ever take any time to sit and think and contemplate things, because I was always on the go, always busy. And that's still a tendency of mine to do, but I, since getting Bell's palsy, realized that my body can't handle that. Like, you have to give your body a break sometimes, and you have to let stuff go, and you just have to create a peaceful place for yourself, and you have to put yourself first. Instead of one of my tendencies was to put everybody else first, to do everything that everybody else needed, and to completely forget that I had wants or needs. And now I was forced through Bell's palsy to, the first month or two, I was forced to lay down in the bed and not do anything really. And that was really hard for me because I'm so used to moving around a lot and doing things, and sitting in the bed that long was kind of depressing for me. But it also gave me a chance to think and to discover that it actually is, it's not a waste of time to rest. Resting is good for you, and taking time for yourself, doing things that make you happy, those things are so very important. And, people say it all the time, but it's like, mm, I think I would hear that and I would just kind of dismiss it and say that's for everybody else, but not me. And I would just continue going and going until I burnt myself out. And I think I actually used to use a quote that I would rather burn out than rust out. And I meant it. But now I'm like, I really want to take time for me now. I want to do things that make myself happy because I matter too. And you can't pour from an empty cup. And I think that I'm a way better mother when I have been rested and I have done things that made me happy and taken time for myself. It makes me a better mom. It makes me more present. It makes me more able to take care of my kids the way they need to be taken care of. And so, Bell's palsy, even though it has been very, very, very hard to go through, also has been so instrumental in helping me to discover these things. Because I think that I probably wouldn't have listened to anybody about this unless it had actually had some kind of physical consequences. And my body was just saying, take care of me more, do something that helps me instead of stressing me out, because, your body needs it. Your body needs to be taken care of. And so, I'm finally listening. And I think that, incorporating all these new things into my life has helped me to heal. And I'm still in the process of healing. I feel like I am much better than I was a few months ago. Still in the process of healing, but I feel like it's not going to be that much longer. I mean, maybe another month, maybe another 2 months. I would like to think before I can, close my eye and squint it and all that I need to. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to stay in the present moment, trying to stay engaged, trying to stay hopeful and thinking about things that make me happy and letting go of anything that's causing me stress. And so anyway, that's the lessons that I feel like I have learned over the last few months, and I'm very thankful that that this actually happened, even though it's been really, really hard, because it has helped me in so many ways. And I think that, when I learn these lessons, it's also helpful for my kids because they are watching me and they're learning from everything that I do. And I would like to think that they'll grow up, taking care of their own needs and not sacrificing themselves to the detriment of themselves. I'd like to think that they also take care of themselves and think of themselves first, but also are there for other people and contribute to the world. So I hope that you're having a wonderful day, and I'll talk more later.